Happy Frugal Friday, everyone. Let's nestle in for your weekly dose of frugal inspiration. Every time I start filming, Slate jumps up onto the coffee table and almost knocks over my tripod. You just want to say hi to everyone? Say, hey fam, what's up? All right, let's get cozy. Today I'm talking about how I've opted out of what is most popular and as a result got more money and time back by not always participating in what's popular, not always participating in consumerism. I feel like right now, guys, I don't know if you're feeling like this, but a lot of you have shared with me, you're tired. You're tired of working all week, sometimes all day and all night. You're tired of buying things that don't improve your life. You're tired of feeling financially behind. You're tired of being marketed to constantly, and you're tired of having homes full of stuff and still stressed. What is this telling us? It's not always the solution, right? I think that I'm gonna get right into number one, shopping for entertainment, right? This might be popular, this might be common, but I remember when I was a kid, my mom and my grandmother, I swear it was every Saturday, like in my brain, I feel like it was always on Saturday mornings. They would go shopping and take me with them. And when I say take, I mean drag me with them because I was just not, from even a young age, I was not a shopper. This was not entertainment for me. I did not find it fun. I thought it was long and tedious and they loved it. They loved shopping. My mother still loves shopping and it just was never my thing. And I still don't shop for entertainment. I much rather go for a walk, read a book, watch a great show. And the result of that shift from shopping for entertainment into doing other stuff is less clutter in the home, which is huge. I've actually been thinking about this a lot lately because my son and I were just doing some more decluttering and it's just, I feel like that's the answer, okay? Because the end result of this is more money, less clutter. And I'm gonna get into that more, but let's move on to number two. Number two, I stopped shopping as the solution. Consumerism says, you feel tired? You should buy something. You feel stressed? Oh, you should buy something. You feel disorganized? Well, you should buy a planner and all these bins to organize yourself. Sometimes the answer is two things: rest, and declutter. Less things, less time you have to invest in those things. So when we're trying to shop as the solution to a problem, that can be a lot of shopping because we're gonna have some problems. We are emotional beings and we're gonna be high and we're gonna be low. And if you turn to shopping as the solution for every emotion you have, you're happy, shop, you're sad, shop, you're mad, go shopping. You see where this is gonna lead to a cluttered house and more stress. Number three, it's really popular to upgrade. It's time to upgrade. You should upgrade. I stopped upgrading things that already work. Why? Your phone. I run my phone into the ground every time. My car. I'm gonna run my car into the ground before I get another one. Is it tempting sometimes to get an upgrade? More only because of what I'm hearing from social media and, ads. Not because I actually need it. I probably wouldn't even think of it if it weren't for what's in my face all the time. But in general, I use things that work, and then when they don't work, then I replace them. Number four, unsubscribe from temptation. Those emails, all those ads, store ads, marketing texts. Oh my gosh. The holidays are the worst, right? You try signing up for something so you get this discount so you can buy, that thing that you never buy at a store for someone else, and then you're bombarded with all the sales they're on. So you have to stop the madness, right? So I try to unsubscribe from temptation. I try to unsubscribe from influencers that influence me in a way that is not in alignment with my goals, okay? So do I get tempted sometimes? Yes, because it's unstoppable. You see so many ads per day. You don't even realize how many ads you're seeing. So is there a time? Yes, that I am going to buy something that I'm influenced by? Of course. Sometimes it's worth it though. Sometimes I'm just saying you got to be really selective, but you also have to be selective who you follow, who you listen to, and make sure that your actions are aligning with your financial goals. The less advertising I see, the less I think I need. Number 5, and this one is huge. And if you don't think about this enough, start today, okay? I started protecting my attention. And your attention is very valuable. I am honored right now that you are spending your time giving your attention to this video. Don't think I don't. I appreciate you. So I know that your time is very valuable, and your mental energy, your attention, your focus, and your peace is all wrapped up in what you pay attention to. Here's an example of a form of attention that I have opted out of, and it's always controversial anytime I share this, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it with you. I have opted out of dating for a long time now. It's not because I hate men. I'm happily raising a young man right now. It's because of what it costs me energetically. I don't do anything half, you guys. You know, I give my commitment, I give my all, and I do things right. Dating requires so much attention. The texting, the calling, the back and forth, if you are on a dating app, the swiping, the messages, setting up dates. Does he like me? Do I like him? Is this a red flag? Should he have said that to me? I don't like that, but I did like this. Like, it's so much. And I truly believe that because over the last decade and more, I have just focused on the life that I love. I love raising my son. We have the best time. I love my jobs. I love having this YouTube channel with you. I'm not looking for something that is missing. I'm not missing anything. I love my life the way it is. And if a great guy comes along, awesome. Awesome. And when the time is right, great. But you have to see the difference. I'm not looking for it. And it's not like, oh, when you stop looking, that's not even what I'm trying to accomplish here. You have to understand, I have chosen not to focus my energy on that because I no longer treat being single as a problem I have to solve. It's not a problem. I prefer it right now. So if you are single and watching this and you're thinking, I have more questions about that, please let me know. Ask me any questions you want to ask. But just know, if you're happily in a relationship, I'm not saying you shouldn't be in one. I'm just saying for me personally, I'm choosing not to put my energy into that at this time. And I truly don't think I would have been able to do what I do with my jobs and raising my son, all that stuff, if I was also worried about a relationship. With that off the brain, with that off my plate, it gives me all this good energy to put toward my channel, toward my jobs, toward my friendships, toward my son, toward, you know what I mean? Toward me. And for now, that's what works for me. And I don't feel stressed, or, you know, sometimes when you go through a breakup, it can just take you out. I don't have to go through any of that. It's pretty great. Number 6, I learned that owning less gives me more time. I was watching this TikToker the other day, and she was talking about how people were saying to her that they can't keep up with the routines that she explains. And she said it's point blank because you have too much stuff. If you have too much stuff, you can't do the routines that you want to do with all the stuff in the way. And I honestly cannot agree more. The less I have in this house, now I need the things that I need. I need the things that I need. You need stuff. But the less clutter, I just went through my clothes again. 2 more bags to donate. Gave my mom some, gave my friends some. And I'm just like, why do I keep accumulating this? Same thing with your house, your kitchen table, right? If you've got I just know some people that in the past that have been so cluttered, you couldn't even sit down at their kitchen table. It was just filled with stuff. And so they kept like ordering food, and they kept not wanting to cook in the kitchen because just everything was just overflowing, right? And I know that feeling. because sometimes if I don't keep up with stuff, it's just very discouraging. And when you have less in your house, less cleaning, less organizing, less need to shop, less returning things, less maintaining, the less you have, the easier your routines are. Think about it, guys. If you have a hard time keeping up with your cleaning, and every time you have to vacuum, you have to pick up 50 things because you have so much stuff. Or every time you have to dust, you have 8,000 knickknacks, so you just don't. You see what I'm saying? The less you have to manage, the more minimal your routines will be because you can plow through them. If you have a bathroom counter that has your curling iron and your makeup and your skincare and it's all out, how are you gonna clean that sink? You gotta clear the space. You gotta clear the surfaces. I feel like one of the big, besides just frugal living in general, minimalism has changed me and it continues to change me. And I strive always to do better with it because it makes my routines easier. And even though it's popular to have lots of stuff, the less I have, the happier I am. Number 7, I believe freedom feels better than having things. I really do. And don't think I live a deprived life. I don't. Don't think I am extreme. I'm not. And don't think I never spend money, because I do. But intentionally choosing things to add value to your home and your life is very different than mindlessly shopping and cluttering your life with things that don't bring you value. And that's the difference. My goal often is to need less so I can live more. The result of opting out of what's popular is I have more time and I have money for the things that I need. And I think that's reason enough. Those two things right there are the game there, right? Isn't that what it's about? Having time to do the things you love and being able to afford it. I mean, you know? Guys, let me know in the comments, how have you opted out of what's popular? Or would you rather not opt out of what's popular? Let me know your thoughts on this conversation. I'm just very curious. What are you guys thinking lately? I know people are tired and they want ways to be able to afford their lifestyles, and they also want to enjoy life. And I feel like the mixture of frugal living and minimalism can be a solution. And I love it here. So guys, please join in the conversation. Let me know your thoughts below. If you love this video, I'm gonna leave another one for you right here to watch next, so you can watch some more. As always, thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.